What is going on, guys? This is Jester Cerberus here, and today, people, we are going to be playing some Smite. If you don't know what Smite is, this is a third-person, behind-the-back MOBA. If you've seen League of Legends, I'm going to go ahead and say it's like League of Legends, but honestly, in my opinion, it is better. I like the behind-the-back. I like the aiming of the skill shots. I don't like the up-above overview. I can only get along with that when it comes to a strategy game. Not so much a fighting, if you will, game. Um, if you haven't played it, you can check it out. You can look up Smite on Google. It's free to play. I obviously have every god available to me because I played in the beta and they were offering $30 for every god that ever comes out, which honestly is a way better deal than any other free to play game I have ever seen. Today we're going to go ahead and try for an assault match and see if we can get a victory. The way Smite works is you gain favor during your matches. Favor is what you use to buy uh, custom skins, and you can use favor to also help you randomize your god when it comes to assault, because assault game mode is different from any other game mode in the fact that you do not get to pick your god. That is automatically assigned to you, so you don't know who you're getting until the game starts. You can re-roll, or you can switch with someone else on your team. Certain things that are in the marketplace do need gems, which can only be earned through certain different things that happen in game. They have a multiple sign-in days, so if you sign in for 5 days straight, you get some gems that helps you buy special skins that completely change the look of your character, whereas uh, skins that just change your color, those usually cost favor. You can purchase them with gems. They also have voice packs for your characters, so when you make call outs in game, it sounds like your character. That's pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. Um, I don't know if they still got the deal going on, but for $30, who could go wrong if they were gonna give you every god till the game closes itself down, the studio gives up on it. I mean, that's the great best deal you can get. Every god is different. Every god has its own class, and I could tell you right now, looking at our enemy team, they're pretty well balanced. They have a healer, they have physical damage dealers, they have a tank, they have a mage. We have a healer, two magical damage dealers, a physical damage dealer, which is me, Artemis, and Chalk, who is our tank. I'm gonna say this is pretty well balanced. Hopefully, we don't have a team that's too greedy when it comes to the kills. You can have that happen. I've had it happen a lot of times where my team is too anxious to get the kills and it ends up costing us the game. When it comes to assault, you have to work together, because one of the key things about assault is the fact that you cannot go back to your base to heal or buy items. That doesn't happen until after you die. So honestly, that you got to put a lot of thought into it, um, because you're not allowed to come back, and that can end up costing you the game. Uh, I have seen, people do sacrifice themselves when they get so many kills because they do want to go back. Obviously, I'm in the item market right now purchasing different upgrades. I like to buy meditation, which gives you mana, and then I like to purchase a girdle of support, which buffs our opponents. And you can see to the left I have chat from my team, and my whole team obviously speaks Spanish. That's fucking hilarious, considering the fact that I'm half Mexican and I don't speak a word of Spanish. I mean, I can say a few things, but I'm not fluent in the language. Um, but anyways, like I was saying, Assault, it differs because it's one lane compared to the normal game mode Conquest, which is 3 lanes. We're all battling to get to our opponent's Titan and kill it. That's your main goal. That's the winning condition. If you don't do that, you don't win. So unless the team surrenders, there is that option. Um, but as you can see here, we're running into certain problems. You can run into certain problems where your team dives in, and causes you the game. You could have problems where your team leaves. I was playing a match earlier where 2 people left the game, and that costed me the game. Basically, we lost our healer. Which, if in assault, if neither team has any healer, that's great, because that means that you don't have to worry about the other team healing so much unless through the use of items. Whereas if both teams have a healer and your healer leaves, you're basically putting yourself in the worst position, because that just means you're going to get taken out very easily. And we're already seeing the first kill going to the other team. I wouldn't say it was due to diving. I think it was just due to good maneuvers, good plays. Um, because I'm ranged, of course, I'm going to be staying back. I also don't have a lot of mana, which doesn't work for me. Uh, I'm a person who likes to burn up my special abilities. I use them, to get the damage out. I use them to get things done. I don't play around when it comes to that stuff. Do I feel like if my team plays defensively and right, we can come out ahead in this? Definitely. We have some pretty good damage dealers, especially Hell, who is an alternate healer slash damage dealer because of the fact that her ultimate allows her to change personalities. She can be very evil or she can be very nice, and her nice side heals you, her dark side kills you. So, she's very powerful, always been a powerful god in my opinion. And if you haven't realized, I keep saying gods because the characters we are playing as are gods from different religions. I find that cool as well. No, they don't have a Jesus. No, they don't have a Noah. Um, it's mainly older religions and religions that have multi-gods as their base. They don't believe in one god, they believe in multiple gods. We have a lot of Hindu gods in here: Chinese, Japanese, Roman, Greek. We have Mayan gods, which I personally love, coming from a Latino background. I love the Mayan gods, they're really cool. I am a big mythology buff, so this also is cool because I get a lot of gods that I read about in mythology books that, it's cool to see them on screen for the first time. And we got a kill, and I was definitely supportive in that, helping that kill. If we work as a team, it's going to work out. That's just how Assault works. And honestly, when you're playing Assault, you want to target that healer on the opposite team because they're the ones who are going to go ahead and screw you over. They're just going to keep healing your enemies. Now, Artemis is a great, how would you say, like a middle-based range because of her abilities. She has an ability that sets a trap on the floor to trap your opponent. She has an ability to speed up and buff her bow with her basic left mouse click attacks, and then she has a scatter area of effect attack, which is nice as well. Her ultimate sends out her pet boar, which stuns your opponents, and it's a very powerful one if you can use it at the right time. Now, my team is giving shout outs to group up so that way the healer can heal us and keep us running. That's very important. If the healer's not doing his job, you're going to run into problems. Um, every time I say that, I keep thinking of South Park. If you pizza when you're supposed to french fry, you're going to have a bad time. Well, that's how it is in Smite. If you don't play your role correctly, you're gonna have a bad time. If you get too greedy, you're gonna have a bad time. And we just want to have fun, right? I mean, if I was telling you that I'm playing hardcore ranked right now, that'd be completely different. I'd be strategizing in a completely different way. But I'm just playing casually. I'm just trying to get, some favor, some relaxation games, and I might play ranked eventually. I've never thought about playing ranked. And of course, I have Athena on my butt. Her ability forces you to get dragged in, and I'm gonna pop my ultimate, and I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of their weaknesses right now and see if we can get a kill for my team. Obviously, my board continues running into them and damaging them, which is amazing. And my F4 button's messed up, so I have to pull up the skill menu to go ahead and upgrade um, my ultimate skill, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Things happen. It's a new keyboard, so I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's just not registering right, or it deselected itself in the control scheme. I'll have to see. I'm trying to stay back a little bit because I don't have any mana, and I'm gonna take a drink of water. So if you hear anything, that's why. Now that I took a drink, I can go ahead and dive in now. Let's see if we can. I'm about to dive in it, you know. So let's go ahead and see what happens. It looks like right now they're kind of tower hugging. Your best approach in tower hugging is to back up a little bit and let them think that they can come in and help out. That may not always be the answer, as like this team, for example, they're kind of staying away. Their damage dealers are coming in to get some damage done, but that's not going to really help. You know, I got a kill. That works in my favor. That always works in my favor. Who doesn't want to kill? I'm running back because I have 0 health, so I'm going to go ahead and pop some potions to heal myself out. I did give my team a buff so they could deal some more damage. I'm going to lay more traps. Wherever you're at on the field, the best thing to do is to lay traps. Obviously, your opponents can see it on the floor, but you don't know how many times people have purposely or accidentally run into it, and it works out really well. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get some kills right now. They're running away because they're so low on health, which I find is amazing. I'm having a good time right now. Artemis is one of those characters that's easy to pick up for a beginner character. Any beginner can pick up Artemis and uh, start getting good kills, getting a good experience, having a fun time. It's not one of those characters that are going to frustrate you because you don't understand their abilities. Someone for Hell, for instance, whose ultimate isn't really an ultimate, it's an ability you have to worry about alternating in between. That's something that's going to confuse a newer player coming in. Like I said, I like this better than League of Legends just due to the fact that this game um, is behind the back. I don't like the up above um, for a MOBA. It makes me feel not a part of the game. It doesn't make me feel like I'm the one strategizing any of that. It makes me feel like you know, it's just clicking on the screen the whole time, and it's not any fun. Whereas this game, I'm in control of this god. I can see what's going down at battle level. I'm not some person looking up above going, oh, you know, I control you. You know, I'm a god. No. I'm down here in the battle, understanding what's going on, understanding my opponent's movements. And I know I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack for that, but you know, honestly, that's just my opinion, and everyone has their own opinion. So, and it looks like we're doing pretty well. We're actually doing the tower hugging as of right now. But I think that's because everyone's trying to get some heals in. I'm going to pop my ultimate and see if I can get a knockout. We did knock out Athena. See if, I mean, it's all about damage dealing. Once you get a stun, it's all about getting the damage in. And I moved up a little bit so that, like I said, my traps move up with me. I move up a little bit, so do my traps. Why? Because my traps are important. They're a part of my gameplay style. You know, if I can lock an opponent in one of my traps, that's gonna benefit me more because that gives me time to target them directly. And I mean, my team, based on observation, they're retreating when they should retreat. They're moving forward when they should move forward. I couldn't ask for more. I haven't died yet, so I'm at 4,000 gold. So obviously, when I die, I'm gonna come back stacked with items, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more damage than I am now. And that's where it comes in, where some people purposely, you know, hurt themselves to go ahead and, you know, die so they can come back. And I just did a risky move there, pulling off when and see, this Artemis, I don't know what they're doing. They came in hoping to get some damage done. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and buff my team. Whenever it's available, buff your team if you have that activated item. Buff your team. You know that more damage to your team is not gonna hurt you. So and waiting for it to cool down is nothing either. And obviously we're pushing, you know. You see here, they're down, we're pushing. And their tank's still alive, so that's problematic. Their healer's still alive. You know, the healer's usually the first thing you target, whereas the tank may be the last thing you target because they do little damage and they have more health. Taking another drink there. And see, now my item allows me to get a full thing of mana, which means all my abilities are activated to me. I can't complain. I'm gonna pop my ultimate and go ahead and get a stun off, and that's just, I mean, that's working in my team's favor. Like I said, you can't hurt your team unless you're playing completely redundantly, running in, dying to turrets, dying to minions, running after a group, thinking you could take them on by yourself. Those are all moves you don't want to make in assault, or honestly any game mode. It's just bad for um, you, period. And since there's only Mercury and the healer up, and the healer's nowhere to be seen, I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and damage the turret as much as possible, even if it kills me. I don't care if I die. I got plenty of gold to spend. So, I mean, would it look nice on an assault match, coming back, uh, I can't speak, go ahead and coming back and not having any, deaths on a whole game? I mean, it's been 10 minutes and I haven't died once, so, you know, that's my bonus, and that looks good when the game ends, and that probably puts a little bit more favor and a little bit more worshippers. The way worshippers work is that it's a way to prove that you mastered the god. So, you know, you need 50 worshippers to reach mastery 1, and it keeps increasing and so on and so forth. But the thing about mastery is, not only is it just a symbol when you choose that god, so everyone knows, hey, don't fuck with me, I've mastered this god, but it also gives you unlocks to golden skins, diamond skins, cool borders around your god when you actually pick him in the loading screen. I mean, they're minor little cosmetic things, but it's a good, how do you say, incentive for playing the same god multiple times, not just playing him because you like them and you've learned a lot from them. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop my ult, even if it doesn't do me any good. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my ult because they're inside our tower range. Like I said, I need to die. Would I want to die under these circumstances? No, because I'm leaving my tank all by himself. So now our towers are defenseless. Judging on the cooldowns, probably gonna go ahead and get one tower taken out, but that can be easily changed around. Um, I fully upgraded my girdle of support to give the max damage buff to my allies, and then I fully upgraded my meditation because that gives you a healing effect. When it comes to a ranged character like this, critical strike is important. I don't care what anybody says. Critical strike will deal so much damage to anybody that no one's gonna fuck with you, and that's what you want in a game. You want them to know if they go up against you one on one, they're gonna get taken out in an instant. I'm gonna go ahead and restock on 2 health potions and mana potions each. They did end up taking away 2 towers, but now that I'm back, I don't see this going downhill. I'm not saying that I'm the best. I'm 3-1. That's not exactly amazing, but I can honestly say that I'm pretty much putting in a lot of work right now. I'm going to be doing a lot more damage now too. Plus, I'm going to be having a lot of critical strike chances, which obviously means that that's double the amount of damage that I could possibly have. Again, I apologize for keep bringing up the screen for my skills. For some reason, my F4 button is acting weird. It probably deselected itself when I updated the game, so it's not registered at the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and pop my ultimate. I'm going to stun Bakasura, and we're going to go ahead and get one person off the field. Let's see how many more we can get off the field. I mean, they're right here they're right here by us, on our territory. We're all full health. What can they possibly do to us? I mean, as long as we keep charging. If we give up on the charge, they can easily come back. And that's something you gotta do. You can't give up on the charge. You gotta keep killing. And see, we're doing great. This team is really pulling it together when they need to be. I'm gonna go ahead and give the buff to everybody right now. The more damage we do, the more damage we do to a tower, the faster it is for us to take it down. I'm not really worried about it. But I'm going to go ahead and attack the tower straight up. The tower will target you if you hit an enemy god while inside of its bounds, but it'll ignore you if you're not the first person to go inside of its bounds. That's usually why it's registered for a tank or something, mainly because it gives you the ability to, God, I can't speak. It gives you a body block, so the tank who has the most HP is taking the most damage versus someone like me who has barely any HP and can easily, you know, be damaged by the fact. And now that they're starting to regenerate, they're obviously going to tower hug and protect their assets. The best way to solve this is either to back up a little bit and let them move up in confidence, thinking that they're going to take us out, or getting lucky and getting some really good pushes in and taking everyone out in the process. I mean, it's better to do the first option than the second option because the whole game can end up getting turned around like that. See, I'm trying to use every speed buff I have available to me to get ahead. Um, our new Watt did come in and get some double kills off that, taking out 2 of theirs in return for a couple of ours that took it down. But it is 1 versus 3 right now, so it could easily new Watt could get decimated, and that just allows their team to go ahead and move up and take out some of our towers. And this is honestly an amazing game. Way better than the game I played before. I did a quick practice game and I got completely annihilated. I was totally surprised by what the hell just happened. I couldn't believe. Let's see what we're looking at right now. New was doing a pretty good job, but like I said, it is 3 against 1. A lot of cooldowns just went off. So now it's a 4 against 3. We can easily turn this around easily. I know I keep saying that, but there's no better way to say it. And then one of our teammates keeps saying attack. There's really no need to spam chat. We're all in the same lane. We all understand what needs to be done. Maybe one time saying it just to let everybody know, hey, let's push as one. But when you're spamming chat, that just kind of gets fucking annoying. Once I get close enough to a couple of them, if they're in range of my ult, it would be a great time to pop it because my ult's gonna stun them, and then we can do a shit ton of damage to them, and then they're off the field. They're on a cooldown. Like right now. This is great. Look at all that damage we did to their heaviest person. Athena's a tank, so obviously she has a lot of HP, and just being able to decimate that a little bit is a good thing. Someone like Bakasura on their team, he's an assassin. Assassins, they're strong, but they can't take a lot of hits. And that's exactly what a Bakasura is. He's strong, but he can't take a lot of hits. And so far, so good. I mean, we do have them hugging the tower right now, which I said was obviously, a sign that they're worried. But, we can pull in and kind of get a lot of kills off this. I'm going to go ahead and give damage buff to my whole team, because that would be the best route. I mean, it looks like we're going to kind of stay here and kind of push. And if they have a damage buff, then that means we're just doing a shit ton more damage. We gotta protect the healer. Healers are important. You gotta protect them, because if they go down, then you're in trouble. I just got freaking targeted like hell by the Bakasura, and that's okay. Honestly, the game's teeter-tottering right now, so I honestly want to build a little more power on myself. That's just like how I like to play. I can see myself building a shifter shield, which will give us physical and magical protection on top of the physical power. That works out in our favor. Chalk's the only one up. He is our tank, so that means he can hold up against them for a while. But 4 against 1, I don't know how that's gonna play out, especially since one of them is their healer. This is nuts. I mean, this game keeps tattering back and forth, but if we can take out their second tower and their Phoenix, I mean, we're looking up from there. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop my buff, even though one of our guys just went down. It's better to pop it. Lay my traps. Like I said, where you're at, lay your traps. You never know when someone's accidentally gonna run into it because they dive in thinking that it's clear when they really shouldn't dive in at all. But anyways, this is how the game goes. This is how things are done. Like I said, if we can get some good kills, I'm gonna pop my ultimate to get some stuns off. I mean, that didn't work out completely in my favor, but we did get some damage. And look, I almost got Mercury down, which is one ability, and that's excellent. That's working exactly how I wanted to. Go ahead and take. I'm gonna heal up. I mean, once you're trapped in an ultimate by Bakasura, especially if it's fully charged, they're eating minions. There's really no escape. I should have retreated when they called it out. I got greedy, and everyone has an ego. Okay, everyone's gonna have fucking get greedy and want to get those kills. I'm 3 and 4, which means I'm -1 in my kill death ratio. But honestly, to me, kill death ratio doesn't matter when it comes to assault. It's all about working together and getting things turned around. One team could have players that are negative and still win the game. I've had that. I've seen people where they have 15 kills less than the other team, but somehow they totally won the game, destroyed them. It happens. It's not all about kills all the time. And 4 seconds until I'm up. So let's see. Yeah, right now I'm excited. This is good. This is gonna be fun. Our team keeps pushing. That's a good sign. I don't know how far it's gonna go. Like I said, we're kind of on a seesaw right now because we're kind of damaging each other, knocking each other out. Our kills are kind of balanced out. We're not putting too much pressure and causing a DS side. We're not putting not enough pressure and letting them overrun us. I'm gonna go ahead and lay a trap just in case someone's following me. It's a good technique to use. See, again, I'm freaking stuck in that Bakasura fucking ultimate, and it keeps fucking me over. Excuse me, sometimes I do rage a little. We all rage a little. It's just some people hold it in, some people let it out. But yeah, that's aggravating. That's the second time I've been trapped in this fucking ultimate, and that makes me feel stupid. And they're trying to surrender. I don't get why we would surrender. This game is basically even at the moment. Chalk's obviously about to die, but I mean, we could still come back. I always see as surrendering as a cheap way out. I'd rather play the game till its fullest and see every way that it could have went down. And from what I see, obviously we're not going to win. But am I upset about it? No. We saw it to the end. So, you know, that's kind of sad that we lost. But what are you going to do? You can't win every game. And now we get A. loss animation. Honestly, that was a good game. I couldn't have seen it going badly. Um, when a game goes out for a long time, on for a long period of time, and you're always pushing back and forth on each other, it's a good game. You may lose, you may not have a good time uh, losing, but you'll have a good time playing, and I think that's what matters. Uh, I had fun playing that game, even though I got taken out. But what else are you gonna do? Uh, you can't go back and change it. You could play another game and do better next time. And it wasn't anybody's fault on that one. They were able to do more damage and were able to catch us in when we were off. So good game. I had fun. I hope you guys got to watch a little bit, got a little entertained. Uh, like the video, definitely subscribe to to my channel. There's gonna be tons of content coming on the way. There will be links in the descriptions to my Twitter and my Twitch, so you guys can, stalk me or watch me live on Twitch. So that's just Cerberus signing out. Keep smiling, people.